And so it begins. Folks, I just want to say thank you for being here. I'm going to let it fill up a little bit more, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some connections to my Instagram, and so see how that works out. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. So pretty much, I gotta send this video. I can't believe all the cool stuff we've been doing in the last couple of days. It's been crazy. So I'm gonna see what the best I can do this. Give you guys some of the best videos tonight. Give you guys some of the best setups. So it's like pretty much what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get my hat. Gonna get my hat. Alright, found my hats. Let's go ahead and proceed, shall we? Alright, what we have here. Oh my goodness. Green thing is, I love it. Okay, the green thing? Oh, the green thing is actually, what do you call it? It's a hammerhead Diplocallus, which is like a six-legged hammerhead Diplocallus. This is actually for a customer. The customer is like, they were pretty much asked me to make one of these because this is the second one. He's just so cute. Look at him. He's like, he's so cute. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do some really cool stuff, ladies and gentlemen. This was the original. This one's the original one. And so he's also cute. This is the copy. So notice there's 6 legs, radioactive, how it's supposed to be. Anyway, so I kind of get a lot of ideas from different things, but for the most part, though, these all glow in the dark. They all glow in the dark when you hit them with a black light, which I'll show you guys in a second. Let me show you real quick. I probably can't. Let me see. Show the light and see if you can hit it. The black light. See all the black light stuff? So this one I hit it with a black light. These all glow. All the different ones. Right here you have yourself deli. This is deli. This right here is a glow in the dark fish. You can't really see that one. I'll turn the camera a little bit. Glow in the dark fish. One of my fish monsters. Glow in the dark spider. All the glow in the dark stuff. Yep, and some of their eyes glow in the dark too. Right? Anyway, for the most part though, turn the light back on. Turn around my lights in the back. Turn that back on too. This is my my hydro. We have not hydroponics, but we have like a microgreens light in the back. So any light you see from there, pretty much there. This is what I'm going to show you. My friend, I want to talk to you about some cool stuff today. I'm going to go make some cool art for you. So it says, let's see stuff. Thank you so much. I have done, many people ask me to do stop motion, but there's no wires in them. But this one here, he has like he's actually masking tape on the inside, and then I took some of this air dry foam clay, and I coated the outside of him, so that way he's all coated and stuff. So people actually like that thing. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much. Stop motion, yeah, I do stop motion animation, but for these guys, they have no wires inside of them. So that's kind of thing. So for example, like the spider here, he's got no wires inside of him. So definitely, let's go ahead and jump on in. Let's go ahead and talk. Some people are afraid of spiders, but this here is pretty cool. This is like my sun spider, and that's my son made the spider, but it's spider that's like the sun color. Anyway, so how do you make them? Oh, I'm glad you're here, my friends. I'm going to go ahead and show you some. I have a couple of things I could show you guys, but for the most part, I'm going to show you, do a sculpt and chat tonight. So I'm going to clear this whole table off of all these different wonderful things. So you can see all these things here. I'm going to clear it off so we have a nice clear surface to work on. So I take everybody out the way. So I say bye to him. Say bye to him. I say bye. This is Deli right here, and he's got his backpack. Get that bread. Next one we have is this one here. It's red fire belly salamander. Very cool. And so I like making a lot of like. I was going to be a herpetologist, which is the study of lizards and snakes and stuff. So I made like cool ones, like even like a gamma kind of thing. So here's a gamma, and you know, he's got the tusks and stuff. He's got the tusks. All right, so we got that right there. Then you have some of my other ones, like making this one actually has a wire inside of it, the feet. This is my jumping spider, because jumping spiders are my favorite spiders. You know, because I've never been bitten by a jumping spider, never been bitten by any spider, as a matter of fact. But this one here is my jumping spider, and he's a gremlin. Gremlin rides a spider, so he's a outfit for that. But his legs have wires inside. To see, yes, he has a wire inside of his legs, so he can actually position him. So I could do a stop motion with him, but you know, people don't like spiders or stuff. All right, so that's there. This here is like a velociraptor, more like Allosaurus kind of thing. But it could be, because all you would do is make a velociraptor, because just curl a little toe right here, and now you have a velociraptor. We put it down, now you have an Allosaurus. That's kind of the difference. There's that one. Next thing you have is pretty much this one here is for a customer. This one is one of the many chupacabras that we have. I'm jealous on how you make these. Must have took hours. I appreciate this. Thank you so much, Gummy Cat. I hope you have a channel. I'll follow you, okay, Gummy Cat? I'll write your name down so I can follow your channel. Anybody wants me to follow their channel, I'll follow your channel. You know, so thank you all for for this. Anybody who's here to watch my channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and start setting up base shops. Let's go ahead and I'll leave these guys here. Everybody likes the way they look and stuff. So this here is one of my fish. My fish, I actually turned this fish into a big old like sculpture. Well, actually, this is already a sculpture, but I put it into a mural. It was really cool. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and just set up base camp. So let's move this all out the way. All right, so I'm going to take everything out the way and then just go ahead and start working on stuff. Let's make something, shall we? Let's go ahead and do this. A fish. All right, definitely. If you guys want me to follow you, I'll definitely follow you as well. If you just let me know. If you have a channel, let me know, and I'll definitely follow your channel back as well. I can't do it right now, obviously, because I'm on live, but, you know. So this here, my friend, is masking tape. This is a contractor-grade masking tape. And what I do, actually, I teach classes how to do this, right? How to do masking tape artwork, and how you too can learn to do it. But also, I have a members channel. So if you want to see some of the stuff that I've already done, and how you can be part of it, I have a members channel that's a YouTube members channel. You can actually, join that, and just for $4 a month, you can get access to, like hundreds of videos. Just for $4.99. That's $5. So anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some sculpture. So I'm going to actually put it out there. What would you like for me to make? What would you like me to make? The fish and forever. What would you like? Give me an idea. Whoever gives me like the best idea, I will go ahead and start constructing it. So right here, I'm going to wait for a good idea. If you get a chance, and see, definitely good thing I just got a job. Definitely will get the membership. Thank you so much. That would help me out so much. So it's only $5 a month, and you can learn hundreds of different ways to do different things. I make people, animals, creatures, and masking tape. And what I do here is a jellyfish. I make a jellyfish. I've never made a jellyfish before. You know? A jellyfish. Okay, I will. I mean. Anybody protest a jellyfish? Gummy Cat? I mean, you were the first one to comment, so hey, I will make a jellyfish. I've never done a jellyfish before, so let's see. How would you make a jellyfish? Well, first of all, jellyfish has, it has different parts to it. Let's kind of map it out, shall we? Well, jellyfish has the jellyfish. You got the hood, right? You got the whole jellyfish hood thing. You got the hood of the jellyfish, right? All right, and then you have the jellyfish legs. So you have the jellyfish legs. The Medusa ones have like this here, you have the one that's like the jellyfish that, and you have the jellyfish like fins. All right. Now I'm gonna have to look it up real quick because I haven't made jellyfish in like forever. I mean, that's kind of thing. So you have the tentacles of the jellyfish. I've made octopi and stuff, so I'm gonna kind of look it up on my phone. Oh, you see this here? These are not jellyfish. These actually these are from my dino candidates, right? These are like shellfish. You got like the ammonite, and you got yourself a cuttlefish, and you got yourself squids and things like that, as well as what do you call it? Octopi. So all my ammonite type creatures. Anyway, long story short, I'm gonna have to look it up real quick just make sure I got the right jellyfish, because if you don't have a right jellyfish, you got a wrong jellyfish. That's how it works, So don't make a wrong jellyfish. The nuke bomb Let's just look up jellyfish real quick. Jellyfish. All right, so let's look that sucker up. All right, so here we go. Jellyfish. Ooh, that looks freaky. Okay, so they have the little turrets right there. So you have this one here. This part here is like that. All right. Right, then you have the little flails that come off like that. This is going to be incredibly difficult to do. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for a difficult challenge. All right, so you have the spine like this, and then you have the little flails like that, and you have like this for example, like that. Check and see. Oh, this was a nice one. Okay, so you kind of take from a couple of examples. All right, so there. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's cook this jellyfish, shall we? All right, so I'm gonna put this picture here. You can see it. That one. Look at that one. Boom. All right. So what we'll do, we'll make this jelly. Okay, so I'm start talking about it, so I actually start doing it. So let's do this, shall we? Use this blue tape right here to hold my camera. This is a cool thing. You put a piece of tape in there and it'll hold it. So let's do this. Boom. Let's go. So I'm not gonna explain how I do this because it's like I have channels and stuff for that. But what I'm gonna do, you're gonna see my hand flurry, and all of a sudden you're gonna see a jellyfish. So this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm planning on going to art college. Art college is pretty cool. I'm gonna use artists. I prefer using oil pastels because I'm just better at it. Love the wallpaper. Thank you so much. This is the wallpaper in the back, right? This is how it was I was using the see, because I like making creatures and stuff. So when I make a creature, the creatures I make, I always have some kind of like a reference of some sort. So especially when I do like these things with the big ones. So for example, and put this so you guys can see them again. So I like some. So I'm gonna make a pretty big jellyfish. Right. So I'm not gonna explain how I'm doing this, but you will see it when it's completed. So there's that. And so let's just talk a little bit about some things that happened to me this week. Oh my word, my sink in the kitchen started leaking, right? And so I decided, let me go ahead and start trying to fix that. So I spent the whole morning trying to fix that. And it says, let's see, I gotta go soon, but if you post the jellyfish, I'll definitely watch. All right, what you gotta do, right, is I definitely gotta see, go to my Instagram. My Instagram is One Life Must Art. It's right, my Instagram is One Life Must Art. All right, and then so on there, you get a chance to see some of the cool artwork that we do. One Life Must Art. And when you see that, you can see some of the cool stuff. So remember, One Life Must Art is my One Life Must Art. I'll write it down just in case you guys want to see it right here. So I'm going to put One Life Must Art. All right. You just go at One Life Must Art. And it's on Instagram. An email. I'll write that in some darker ink so you can see. Here it goes. I'll write that there. You want to follow me? It's One Life Must Art. All right, this is my IG at One Life Must Art. And if you want to follow me, like for example, writing me an email, you just go the One Life Must Art at proton.me. Proton, that's to email me, right? Proton, right? So, wait, you post on Facebook? I don't post. I mean, I post on Facebook too. I have a Instagram. It's my Instagram Life Must Art on Facebook as well. So definitely, if you follow my links in the link tree, you'll see all my links that goes to where I go to. So for the most part, though, this is I'm not gonna explain the techniques I'm using, but yeah, these are the different things. I teach the techniques, by the way, how to make all this cool stuff. So when you make like a cool jellyfish, you have cool stuff to it. It's like my class is going to be like this in class, but this is going to be like 1 hour. I'm just going to do a 1 hour presentation tonight. I'm just being able to make stuff. I'm not going to tell you how to do it because this is not the scope of the class. Scope is just to talk. And okay, it says wait, you post on Facebook? Yeah, I post on Facebook. But Facebook is where I go to fight them. I usually have arguments with people on Facebook, but for the most part, though, my place where I do my art and I don't fight. I don't have anything political. Is my One Life Must Art. Okay, I don't have any political stuff there. So if you wanted to follow my art and just art only and see some cool stuff, my family stuff, another one, my dad, and that's kind of something there. So you have that like where the majority of stuff you have. Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. So my thing is that I'm just really just happy to. Oh, here's my stuff you guys want to see. If you guys want to like definitely just kind of, I really appreciate everybody who's here because you know what, it's really cool. I just love to be able to make art stuff. I went to a really cool gallery on Monday. It was more like a cafe, and when I got there, my wife and I went there together. So it was like pretty much it was a deliberate puppet. Now, if you saw my video before how I was making the puppet, I saw my members channel. I showed you how I make the puppet. I think I appreciate you, a gummy cat. So appreciate what you're saying. So what happens like the scenario was that I went to deliver the puppet, and it was great because this person was a dancer, and they asked me to make a puppet for them, and so I was able to kind of like put pieces together and do the cool art with that. And so I was so happy because now you have like I was able to do something I never did before. So on my members channel, right, I'm going to do a members channel at around 7 o'clock, and on my members channel, I'm going to go ahead and explain about some of the new art that I'm going to be trying in the future that I haven't started trying yet, And so what happens is like as I'm doing this stuff, thanks, peace out. Thanks so much. Your art is amazing, by the way. I'll definitely check out more of your channel when I get a chance. Edit more of my vids, and we'll take care of my cat. Thank you so much. Have a good day. It's a pleasure to meet you. And definitely, I'll follow your channel. Gummy cat. Let me write it down. Gummy_cat. So write it down. Gummy_cat. Right, Gummy_cat. All right, cool. I will follow you when I'm done with my video tonight. Okay. Whoever gives me opportunity, who will watch my video, I will follow you back. So that's something I will promise to you. And so there's that. So you have the hood, the jellyfish. Now because jellyfish is many parts, actually two parts of jellyfish. You have there's the side hood. You have the top, and you have the bottom part of the hood. So you have that part there. You have the hood, and then you're gonna have the so we're not making a jellyfish. So I put it out there, and the first person to respond was for a jellyfish. So yeah, maybe if I finish a jellyfish soon, I'll be able to do another something. And so the whole purpose of this is called it's a Sculpt and chat. Oh, if you guys want to like give a donation, you can do that too. By the way, feel free. I have super chat enabled, so my channel is monetized. I've been monetized since 2018. No wait, 2022. I lost it. I lost my monetization. I got first I monetized then I lost it, and then after I got it back. So it's another source of income, and it's really cool. Get a chance to do some cool art. And this is the whole nine. It's like almost like a mushroom, right? Okay, so cool is that one. Now for the leg parts, because jellyfish don't really have legs, but they do have, they have the tentacle stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, I'll make about a few of those. See, I like making sea creatures. Sea creatures are one of my favorite things to make, It's like there's so much depth in the sea. Oh my goodness, I just learned the other day about the they said the mermaids, or the nations that they made from the world from before the flood. They said about like the Nephilim were they were the giants of the land, but they also had a group of people called the fallen angels. And what they did was that they actually created these creatures, and what happens? Flood war, and destroyed the sea creatures, the sea monsters. That's why there's so many sea monster sightings, including my personal favorite, Nessie Loch Ness. So let's see if I do this. All right, so let's go do this. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of do a. Well, I can't believe it's already 19 minutes in. My goodness, you wouldn't think that it would be like so quick and so fast, but here it is. So here it goes. This is this, and then you have that there. Gonna make a jellyfish. So that's pretty cool. So then the jellyfish is almost pretty much done. There's like so much to it. But imagine that a jellyfish. I mean, of all the things to make, right? A jellyfish. Hey, why not? We went to Museum of Natural History the other day, and it was great. My family and I went there, and one of our favorite places is called the Hall of Biodiversity. And it talked about all the different types of creatures that are in the world. I think one thing I want to make it as an oarfish, one of the oarfishes, that are like super huge. You never knew how big. I never knew how big an oarfish was. But I mean, when we go there, you see how big the whale is. You have the whale suspended from the ceiling, right? And it's pretty nifty. It's a pretty nifty type thing. So, for example, when you go to the Museum of Natural History, you see that giant whale. If you ever get a chance to go to the Museum of Natural History, you have to go to the Hall of Biodiversity. And also see dinosaur bones, because dinosaur bones are always cool. Those dinosaur bones have been there for 1,000 years. Since I was a little kid, right? And so, I guess like something like literally even there. But see, I found out the other day that dinosaur bones are not the bones. They're not the ones that making jellyfish by the way. They're not the original. Like you go there and you see a bones and you think it's the original. What happens is actually copies because the original stuff they keep out of sight. So what you see there may not necessarily be, and that devastated me. Let me tell you, because I mean you want to go and do some good stuff. You go see like go see some cool like, some cool creatures, and you want to see how it works out, how it all fits together. You're just like, oh my word, dinosaur, but it's so inspiring. It's like going to the museum, Metropolitan Museum of Art, and finding out that the Temple of Denver isn't real. When in fact it is a real temple. Temple of Denver. They actually transported that thing brick by brick, like it did in the Ghostbusters movie or something like that. Brick by brick, they were able to, take these things and make it into like, into a an actual temple here in New York. I'm hoping they ain't doing no kind of weird sacrifices because people do stuff. These believers, they who believe will try and figure out a way to make a Egyptian temple sacrifices and things, which is always scary. So for the most part, though, here's as we have here, this is the first part. You have a little more like I gotta figure out the names of these things. I'm gonna look it up. It says I see iridescent jellyfish and glowing wonders of the sea. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do like how I did before. This is how we're gonna do it. So definitely, please talk to me in the chat. Write me something in the chat. Anybody who's here, just kind of say something, and I'll respond to it. I promise. And but for the most part, though, I just like that. But I found that most of the dinosaurs were not real dinosaurs in terms of like their bones. They're just copies, and it casts. So there's a chance it's kind of a clone or a casting of it. So it's not the original piece, because the original is just we usually keep that away. But for the most part, though, if you ever get a chance to see, or I guess find real dinosaur bones, they're worth a lot of money. They say the Chinese people actually make them, and that's what a lot of these bird-like dinosaurs have been seen for like forever, or seen but like are being made because know how to make the bones and put the cracks in the bones and all kinds of stuff like that. But yeah, so you see this bruise on my hand right here? You see this bruise? I earned this bruise today. That's my bruise. Yep, I earned it. You know how I got it? I was trying to fix my six. So yeah. So I got this sweet bruise right here on my finger today under the sink. I was trying to like get the there's a portion of the sink, right, that you have like stuff you have to get out, right? It's like kind of like a ring. It's a ring on the bottom of the sink, right? Like this, and you have to kind of twist it off. Right, so it's you have to twist it this way actually to come off because it's the other way it's just reverse when it's upside down. But anyway, long story short, I got this nice bruise right here. And I was wearing gloves and everything, and just, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just, you don't want to get hurt doing stuff, but you end up getting hurt doing stuff, I have an artist friend of mine, she got hurt doing stuff, and she made it into artwork. She put out Rachel, she was able to put like, I usually do my art, by the way, this video chat, I do it on Thursdays, but I said, let me just do it today because you're never quite sure exactly what happens, because every time you try and do something on that certain day, sometimes you get all caught up and stuff, and you can't quite do it. So you have to actually make it up and just enjoying this. Even class I would do on Wednesday, I was able to complete the purpose I'm trying to do because one of the things was that I was able to just kind of like do a thing where I was able to set up a class, and the class was just like really amazing because I got a chance to have my people who came to the class, they learned how to do some really cool art. And those who were like, for example, I had live models. I had a live model, and a couple of my friends volunteered. They actually, I paid them because it's like pretty much time is important. If you're gonna take somebody's time, you definitely should pay them for it. So what happened was like my friends, they went to this thing, they went to my class, and I was able to pay them for it. And when I did that, it was like I got a chance to sculpt them. And so I have a bunch of their sculptures that I have to finish. I have to finish some of their stuff. I haven't finished it yet in terms of like more than just the basic tape. Oh goodness. Yeah, so here's that. I'm gonna just kind of do some more, and then maybe if I have time I could actually another request because I'm about to be done with this jellyfish. So but keep in mind though, jellyfish, oh jellyfish. So here's what happens is like, so I was working on the sink, and in the sink situation I was working on, I had a chance to what's the word now? I was trying to get it off. I didn't get the thing off of the sink. I had to kind of just abandon ship for a little bit because what ended up happening was that my hand, I hurt my bruise up my hand. Yes, in the process, and I'm still able to work. I'm gonna feel this tomorrow. You know how when you can do something, some kind of art or any kind of like serious work, you get like you feel it the next day. Well, this is my jellyfish. It's like pretty much just kind of a jellyfish. I've never made a jellyfish before. I kid you not. I'm gonna put a little ring on top of his head so the jellyfish can actually stay put. But yeah, definitely. If you guys want to give me another challenge to make, I can make a challenge. Imagine that you're in the middle of live chat and you get an incoming call. That's just crazy. Isn't that crazy? What do you do? What do you do? All right, so you have that there. So here you have this, right? And so for the most part, though, I am just like in the process of just kind of finishing it up because what happens is like this is one. You guys, everyone who's listening, give me another example of something for me that I can make live in the next half an hour. So definitely you have an opportunity. You have to write in the chat, right down below. That's something, and also give me a thumbs up too, by the way. So give me a thumbs up and write in the chat what kind of creature you want me to make. I won't make any politicians, okay? Not making any politicians. I'm in the stage of my life where I don't want to make any politicians. So I'm not making it. I made Bernie once, and I have a video of that, but that was because he's wearing mittens, and that was really cool. But otherwise, I don't make politicians. But definitely, the four who are listening right now, yes, you in the chat, write me a creature you'd like me to make. I only have half an hour left, so definitely, if you want to make something, the first one to put it up will get a chance for me to make it right here live for you to see. All right, I can make it. I can spit something out in less than 15 minutes. But okay, thanks. Appreciate it. But definitely, if you could give a thumbs up and give me an idea for a creature to make. This one here is a jellyfish, first jellyfish ever. All right, so and we'll be able to finish. So an idea to make a creature, some kind of creatures I can make in 15 minutes. Think of like bird, think of bat, think of lizards, think of dragons. Come on, think of something. And what I can do, I can spit that out for you. And I'll talk to you about more about my day, what's happened. Well, so this week, right, so I was able to deliver a puppet, an actual marionette puppet that I made out of masking tape. Because masking tape is my go-to medium. Once I learned how to do this, I mean, it's like I just really like it because the flexibility aspect of it all, and I find that when you make stuff with it is great. And so one day I hope to get a sponsorship with 3M. I'm not sure who that has to do it to get it, but eventually we'll figure out who. But for the most part, though, that's something there. So this is what we have. This is our jellyfish. Jellyfish. Oh, jellyfish. Okay, so now, see the thing about jellyfish is that they have the tentacles and they have the little tiny ones, and they also have like just gotta make sure that when you do anything, you gotta make sure that it doesn't stick to itself. So yeah, so definitely, so pretty much jellyfish is almost complete. I'm gonna put like a ring on top to a jellyfish. Make a ring real quick. This is how you make a ring, by the way. I'll show you how I do it. Because if you want to hang something from something, you have to be able to just kind of. I'm not gonna show you. I'm just gonna do it, and you'll see how I did it. And if you want to slow down, but if you want to see how I do everything, I actually have a members channel, which I'm gonna go to at 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna go and do some cool stuff I've never done before. So you're gonna see some new stuff never done before on my live channel. If you want to join my YouTube channel, my members only channel, it's below in the description. It has a place where you can actually sign up to it. It's only $4.99 a month, and from there, once a month, $4.99. That'll help my family and I to continue to do cool art stuff, man, because we love the art that we do. And so that's something there. And for the most part, though, it's like you have this like right there. It's like, all right, and then this is this. All right, so you have like a little hoodie. So you got the jellyfish. It's hopping on the jelly. You got real serious issues. Serious issues, dude. So anyway, that's that. I remember watching Finding Nemo, and I loved that movie. I loved that movie. That movie was so fun. I might watch it again. But I mean, that was the things that I just absolutely loved to watch, because the colors, the water, the depth, the fish are friends, not food, kind of thing. It's like, ooh, so delicious, kind of thing. That was such a cool movie. So you have, I make it a little less pronounced. I'm gonna make it just kind of a little bit less because it shouldn't be that big. It should be like a little bump, almost not noticeable. So I'm just gonna conceal that real quick. So my friend, I am so excited just to be here and be able to actually spit first. So this is my first How should we paint this jellyfish? Should we even paint it? I wouldn't think maybe we shouldn't. But for the most part, the class on Monday was great. Class on Monday, it was not a class, but it was a meeting on Monday, was great. I tried to fix the sink today, which is Wednesday, and I still have one more day before, one more day off. So I'm gonna see what else I could do. All right, jellyfish. I wonder if I should make the hood come down a little further. Maybe I should make it like just extend the hood and have it come up further out there. I think I might do that. Maybe I should even like hide this better. Just kind of make it doesn't like such a scene. Look more like a jellyfish and less like a hood ornament. I'll do like that, like this. We can conceal it better. Oh yeah. All right, there it goes. So now we'll put an eyeball in it. Let's give one his eyeballs. Big jellyfish eyeball. Watch this. Give it an eyeball. Now it's all otherworldly. Yes, I'm a jellyfish with an eyeball. No, you know what? Let's not do that. So I'm just gonna make the rim a little bit bigger, right around it, so that it doesn't like come out the very edge of it. See, it kind of like would come out from underneath, right? So I'm just gonna, instead of it like being like that, I'm just gonna rim it all the way around the. See, and the thing is about this, right? I'm showing you guys all these techniques and stuff, and you guys have to like really like see it and slow it down and watch it again, because I'm just kind of like not trying to tell you how I do it, because it's like, but I am telling you, I'm kind of showing you how I do it. That's the thing about this stuff. When I saw this, right? When I saw this for the first time, somebody was making dinosaurs, and dinosaur stuff is too cool. It's really cool. His name is Marcos Makes, and I say every single time, I give shout out to Marcos Makes, because you know what he taught me, even though he wasn't trying to teach me, he just showed me a little thing, how to make a masking tape art, and that was just like, it wasn't even the end all. It was a staircase in between. He was on his way to something else, making Jurassic Park dinosaurs, and that, my friend, was what really just kind of got me into this. I was just like, oh my word, totally got me into this, and he wasn't even trying. So that's the thing. That's what happens. He said, when you're an artist, you can make all kind of stuff. So you have it coming out of the hood, as opposed to, and not the edge, but on the hood. And I'm just gonna make sure I fix it so it's kind of fits better, and it's gonna reinforce it, and then we can actually put some seal on it and make it even much gooder than it was before. I haven't moved out of my house in a while. It's been like I moved out of I went to a place a long time ago, and I remember when I was in college I had to move. But to move, a friend of mine, she's actually moving to a place in Georgia. And what happens is that she's actually having to do the whole move thing, and having to do that is something there, because I think about like how many things we have, and how, in a sense, how embedded we have been just with all the things that we've been doing, and just the whole aspect of like understanding that to move is a whole new environment, whole new neighborhood, figuring out where everything is, where the store is, where the hospital is, where the fire department is, where the police station is, meeting new neighbors, and hopefully your neighbors are nice, things like that. Kind of one of those things. So, and also like just what's happened with the country lately. I'm not talking any politics. I'm going to talk about like just how things have been going, but everything's in like transition. Everything is just kind of switching up, and things are becoming different. So for me, I just look at this. I'm just like, this is to move. With something that I don't really want to do. It's something that I have to do out of necessity, because like I'm so close to my job where I work. It took me years to get to this level where you can work for a job that's not far away. It pays pretty good. Then you also have that situation where it's like you're kind of like I don't have to even drive my car to work. I can actually ride my bike to work, which has been helping me with my health and stuff too. I've been like getting like crazy, like just in shape. So by the time summer rolls around, I'm going to be a lot more better shape than I was last year. My big old belly. But for the most part, though, it's like this year has been a pretty interesting year so far, regarding just the whole thing with the polar bear swim in the beginning, and then actually doing classes. We did 5 classes, and we decided to stop. I decided to stop classes and take it to different things. But for the most part, though, I decided I was able to accomplish the goal which I set out for to do, which was to teach people how to do my art, and to, in a sense, open up a different way with humans, having a human body, human anatomy classes and stuff. That was actually pretty interesting to do. So you have that. I'm gonna make it a little bit more. Yeah, that was something there. And also just being able to teach people to do something that's very difficult, to go from very simple to difficult. It's kind of how we do this thing, with regarding our. So right now at so pretty much I'm gonna go till 7 o'clock. So this is the jellyfish. And see, the thing is, like, salamanders can't hack the ocean because the salt in the ocean will kill their liver. So they can't, any salamander is always freshwater, which is an amazing thing when you think about that. That means that the there's certain pockets of creatures that can only live in certain areas, and they can't live like lizards can live everywhere, except for even goodness, you've had saltwater crocodiles in the Antarctica, right? So yeah, they can live down there too. So pretty much lizards can live everywhere. If you live in the cold, except for the ones that live by the water, have ones live in the ocean, live by the lakes, all kind of stuff. But I guess you can't live in the extreme cold. But even extreme cold, I mean, you can have saltwater crocs live in extreme light. They can do that. So definitely. Here, this one here. This is this. This is this. This is that. Very simple jellyfish. All right, and then there's that. Made this one pretty quickly. And you're probably wondering, how do you do with what's next, right? So what happens next? Well, I made a little handle here so it's the top of it, little jellyfish type thing. And just gonna make it like, jellyfish have this weird like thing they do where I think I have to make it like a little bit longer for the tentacles on it, or make these ones shorter, just so it's not too like, unbalanced. But yeah, for the most part, this is a jellyfish umbrella. So you have the jellyfish. That's one. All right, so got that one pretty much done. I'm really glad for that. Next one we're going to work on is another creature. This is I'm going to ask the chat again. I have if you guys want me to make something, let me know. I'll interact with you. So write down in the chat about a creature I can make. We only have about 20 minutes left. So if you want me to make something, just write it down there. And also don't forget to give me a thumbs up give us a thumbs up. This helps my videos to go out to more people. The more thumbs up, the better. But definitely, if you can give me an animal to make or a creature to make, I can make that in the next 10 minutes, before I switch to my next channel, right, which is going to be my live member channel, which I'm going to do something completely different than what we're doing here. All right, so in the meantime, I'll just continue to work on the jellyfish until somebody else has an idea. This is what happens here. There's the jellyfish. I think what I need to do, I make the inner tentacles a little bit longer. So to extend the inner tentacles, what we're going to do, see, I have a lot more than these, but I just wanted to make it like just a few. Let you see that it's not that difficult, but definitely how it works is I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make it a little bit longer. This is like, I remember when I was growing up, they taught me this relaxation technique that has been really cool. It's like how to release your own endorphins, right? And it's like I learned that, and that helped me to be like mellow all my life. It's just been one of those things where you have to kind of just like, how you get like goosebumps. It's kind of like that, but it's like you're causing your body to relax, and relax in such a way that it's just like, I don't know, it's like a switch. I could just like right now, it's like I'm just like we're gonna have goosebumps, right? You can see that goosebumps. And so you have that there where it's like the most part. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hello. Hi, how you doing? Hey, welcome. With all that stuff with the house and everything like that, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm asking people for ideas about what I should make tonight. So somebody said to make a jellyfish, so and so like go ahead and give me an idea. Anybody give me an idea, because I have like about 10 more minutes on this one here before I switch to my members only channel. I'm gonna try something different, because usually I'm always like on Wednesdays when I did my classes, but I've decided to put the classes on hold right now. And so as things proceed, I'm going to go ahead and do some more stuff in the future. But I'm looking for another location, more permanent location, to where I can do that better. And so for the most part, though, this is kind of the scenario there. But definitely, jellyfish looks cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Rachel, give me an idea to make something. Definitely something to like throw it out there, and I'll try and see if I can make it. Like, no politicians, please. All right, so no politicians, nothing. So I'm going to try and see if I can go ahead and make something. A few minutes until I have my next channel. Oh, cool. All right, cool. Oh. So here. All right, so this one here, I made like this one here I also made like a little rim on top, so you can actually, a rim, but actually like a little hook where you can actually hang it from the house or something like that, or hang it from different places. I was trying to make the legs a little bit longer, so that way it's you could get a chance to make it like hang down but then I'm just gonna see. You have to kind of, the jellyfish has this body thing that does like this, where it all kind of reaches in and all kind of pops back out. You know, so that's something. This is my first jellyfish I ever made. I never made a jellyfish before. So yeah, definitely. Thank you. What it was, the name was Gummy Cat. Thank you, Gummy Cat. Yeah, suggestion. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have the fish one here. This is one of my fish monsters. See this fish monster here? This is the one that's for a customer, and this is gonna be going out. This one's one of my chupacabras. This is like her name is Jimba 2.0. So she's like a giant fish monster. Horseshoe crab. Oh, I can make a horseshoe crab. Yes, I have. I think I've made a horseshoe crab before, but I think I could make one. I could get one of those right there. Horseshoe crab. All right, there we go. So pretty much horseshoe crabs. I'm gonna make a little tiny one because it's like, you know. Have you ever tried a horseshoe crab? No, well, I mean, I think I've made one before in the past, but because it's like one of the things I like things with hoods. Like for example, here's like one of the characters, right? The character with like a hood. Like this is one of my Diplocalitans, one of the alien species come to take over the earth, kind of thing. So you know, reptilians, Diplocalitans. Well, anyway, so there's this one, and there's this one. But I like the creatures with the hood, so you have like little hoodie things. So all the ones with little, almost like a cephalofoil, like the hammerhead sharks, and then like ah. So that's how. It was so cool looking. Okay, so yeah, definitely. We know what the other day my family went to not the other day, but like a couple of years ago, I guess. We went to the beach, and we saw one. We found a live one. I actually got a chance to see a live one, and I I pulled it out of the ocean. And I was like, oh my word, this is gonna tear me up with his tail, and it didn't. It was so cool, and he had like, all those little feet underneath and stuff like that. I was like, oh my goodness, this is. So I was like, oh my word, what a cool creation it is to be able to see that, you know, how big, and you know how big he was in terms of like just how, you know, his dynamic was. And I was just like, my goodness, I liked it. It was pretty cool. I thought he was gonna like tear me up with his tail like a stingray or something, and it didn't. But it was a live one, and he did the live knife thing where it just didn't attack me. But I thought he was gonna. And it was just like one of those things where, you know, as he's doing the thing with his tail was just like, you know, kind of thing. He would use his tail like to attack, more like he used his tail to ride himself. So if he's going on his back, he gets turned back around. And I was just like, yes. It didn't try to hurt me. They said they use them for like for research, for human research a lot, and they take their blood. The blood is blue, and it's but you know there's a whole sad story about what they do with these creatures. But for the most part, though, yeah, they are very cool looking. It's like, you know, just the whole aspect of it, you know, and how it all works out. They're pretty significant. I like sea creatures. I've always liked sea creatures. There's some ones that are like really cool. They can do some really cool stuff. Like, but some ones are really kind of scary. They have a real scary view. Let me see. Make sure I get this right. Sometimes I actually look for references. So, you know, just to make sure I got this right, let me look at a cool reference of this. I mean, because I have it in my head. So here's when I was doing the jellyfish one. The jellyfish one is my cool reference. So I'm going to do the jellyfish. Let's do a horseshoe crab. Horseshoe crab. It's a horseshoe crab. Come on. You ever notice how you try to do something, you just can't get your phone freezes up? There goes horseshoe crab. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so we have this so far. All right, let's go. Let's finish cooking it. Mm-hmm. So far I did this one from memory. Let's go ahead to see if I could just go ahead and complete it. You don't have all the cool feet underneath, and they have the shell. The shell kind of arches up a little bit. So let me see. It's weird. So you're trying to do something, and it's just your phone just wants to like give you stress upon stress. This one. This one. Let's go to this one. All right, cool. All right, and then so make this hooger. All right, so you have that. You have the two-prong thing right there. You have this thing right here. This right there. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and make that the carapace type there. And yeah, I'm just like I like them. I like the whole thing with regarding like when we went to the Museum of Natural History. There's always I love the Museum of Natural History. I kid you not. I've gone there so many times. It's like such inspiration for me. When I was younger, I wanted to be a paleontologist, and I wanted to study dinosaurs. So my sister, my older sister, she gave me like a Trachodon dinosaur. I have it somewhere on the shelf somewhere. She gave it to me. I don't think it's the original one, but it's one of the many. And so when she gave that to me, it was something that was very, it changed the course of my life because I wanted to do that. But then she was also saying when it changed the course of my life, says, you're going to be digging up bones. And I was like, I don't want to dig up bones. Into a hat. As a matter of fact, I thought about making one into a hat too. When I was like, there was a thing, but it's like we picked it up and it was found an empty shell, and it's like, but it's just something about it. Like I don't know. There's something about I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's gonna catch me when I say it, but it's like when you make dead things into it's like it's one thing if it's dead like leaf or a flower or something, but when it's like you have like a dead bones or something, it's like I picked it up and I had the same kind of idea, at one point, and I was like, but the one I was talking to, I picked up the thing with live, so it had live with little feet underneath and all the little feet, but for the one about the when you have it like the like a dead thing, like making a bone necklace or something. I don't know. It's just something about it. Making a bone necklace. It's just there's something there that's just kind of you're not really sure if that's you should do because I feel like that I think it's like this I guess in a sense if you wear something like leather, if you have like a leather jacket or a leather leather coat or leather shoes, it's kind of the same idea. But but I don't think of it like that. I think kind of like that was the purpose of it, and the even though if you really think about it, you start breaking down like, oh no, But it's like almost like but it's like it was a friend of mine, right? He told us this scenario. He said he wanted to do several things, and I said if you're gonna do it, you have to do it as a ceremony. But I not talk about detail. It was kind of saying about like how he said he wanted to kill an animal to know the feeling. And I said don't ever do that. I said that's not a good thing. If you're gonna do something, you learn everything you need to learn about the animal and stuff like that, and make sure you do it as a ceremony, almost like a Native American thing. Like you would have to go learn the procedures, bow and arrow and stuff like that, and just or if you're gonna shoot it with a gun, do it in the most humane way possible, and then use every part of the animal. Don't don't just do like the people do with the shark fin soup and all that, where they just chop off the fin of the shark, and then to get rid of it, and that's something there. It's no, you have to kind of like do a thing where if you're gonna certainly wouldn't hurt one, but I found it. Yeah, a shell. It definitely. It's just like I would think about the light. Not to say anything bad. That's just one of those things. Like I don't know. I have we have a we have, over there we have like one of our a praying mantis, right? That we had when it was alive. We have it encased. We have it there for like for a while because it was like we called the kids named it Prince Peter Crunchy Georgie was the name of the praying mantis, and we have it. And then so we had another praying mantis, and its name is a green bean. I can't really show it to you now because I have to kind of walk past as I walk past the camera, and I knocked the camera over in the process of trying to get to the what is it, to get to the thing to show you Prince Peter Crunchy Georgie. But for the most part, though, one of the things is like it has it where that's one thing. I don't have a skeleton of my lizards that passed away or anything like that, but I have that the was it the was it chitin of the scale, the exoskeleton of the, because that's indestructible, of the praying mantis, and so it's like I don't know, it's just one of those things, like it's just kind of the thing about like how. So now you have the little feet. Let's see if we can make some of the feet, because the feet, and so see how that. See, the thing is, I remember like how I learned how to do this. By the way, it was like when I did, like, I don't have my rings on or anything. I just have my wedding ring, but I don't have any of my other rings. But my other rings, when I started doing blender stuff, it was one of those things where you have to learn how to move things in your mind spatially and stuff, and that's why it's like, oh my word, some cool. So cool to see stuff, when like other artists like Rachel to make some cool artwork and just be able to kind of do stuff like that. Something like that. So cool. Always having to invent new art every week, which is great. Like when you can move stuff in your mind, it's like it's amazing to be able to shift and to make function of stuff and then to do all these things, And I'm gonna put I think I'm gonna do the little feet, but I'm not gonna make too much of it. There's like I think I have 10 feet. You have 10 little 10 legs underneath. I could just look and see. See, this is how you can actually just look. I'm just kind of looking from the point of view. Oh, see, this one has spikes on it. Oh, see that? That one has spikes on it. Can you see that in the camera? Okay. That one has spikes. It looks pretty cool. I could probably do that, but maybe it's a little baby one. Bottom. So here it goes. Horseshoe crabs are bottom-dwelling arthropods with a horseshoe-shaped shell on a long pointed tail called a telson. They are often called living fossils because their ancestry date back to 400. Okay, and then we have horseshoe crab. All right, I want to look at the feet, the toes of the horseshoe crab. This here, view all. So we have that there, the horseshoe crab. Oh, this is a cool look. Ah, here we go. Here's the foots. Here are the footses. Here are there. So you're looking at how many legs. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 there. That's 10. And then you got probably get a better picture. 11. Wow, that's a lot of legs. Let's look for another picture, shall we? This one might be better. This one might be better. Yeah, here it goes. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you got the little taily thing in the back. Right? So here's that. Alright. She said to him that, make this ceremony, learn the procedures, use every part of the animal, and then, donate it to make some food out, eat it. You know what I mean? Don't just be like, that animal. Even though deer are like interesting creature, but it's like many people get into so many car accidents because of deer. And think about like that and how they're very strong. They're like the gazelle of the Americas. And not saying that they're terrible or absolutely wonderful. It's just one of those things where they're just animals and they do what animals do. But for the most part, though, I don't know. I mean, I know, just. I don't know. When I was the reason why I'm not a veterinarian today was for many things, but one of the main reasons was because when I was working with a veterinarian on a dairy farm I was at, he had this aspect of like this guy I was talking to. He said that I asked him how it was. We were working on a cow together. We had a cow like in a gutter. It was upside down, and it didn't fall in the gutter. It was just like had it been sedated, and they were trying to untie the stomach of the cow. And I just love that stuff. I'm just totally into all the gory details, right? So what ends up happening is that I asked him a question about like how is it being a veterinarian, and I must have caught him on a bad Friday or something, or he just must have hated his life or something. But for the most part, though, it was just like he just I caught him wrong or something, and he said he actually just told how much he hated it really, but he said that the first thing is that he said no matter what you do, and this is like kind of sad, but he said no matter what you do, right? And I was just like, wow, that's wow, and because like the whole reason trying to save lives, but then he's like, no matter what you do. And then he said, and you're going to be one putting it to sleep, you're going to be one giving it the dose. And I was like, oh man, So then that kind of like, and then he went on. He didn't stop there. He went on and continued to tell me more details about the negativities of stuff. So looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the tail section of the back. And then so you have it where it's like, you have it where the Oh, so when he said that, that really kind of discouraged me. I said, well, I mean, because I was at the point I was asking God, I said, God, what should I do with my life? What should I do? Because I was at the time I was about 15, 16. And, they kind of want you to know what you're going to do with your life at 15 and 16 years old, which is so not right if you think about it. You don't know anything. They say our brains don't come until like 25. So they're my 15, so 10 years before 25, trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, right? And then I met a veterinarian, and he just totally just hated his life, hated his job. And it just made me sad. I was like, okay, well, Lord God, what should I do? And then I asked God for wisdom, and he said, but I thought maybe I'd go into people medicine. So I went to, I thought, let me just become like a jungle missionary, like the medicine man, like Sean Connery. I might have mentioned this before, but Medicine Man, there was a movie that came out a couple years before that, I think, Medicine Man, and they found these bugs that were given the cure. I found a cure to cancer and I lost it, kind of a thing. He couldn't find a cure because he lost it because it was on the plants, and the bugs were the plants that were given the cure. And anyway, so what happened was they washed off the plants and to purify it, and ended up getting rid of the creature that cured cancer. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, so the thing was like I just totally was into the whole people medicine thing, and I wanted to let me become a jungle missionary. I never got a chance to kind of complete that, and then it's like it was my doing, because it's like I got a chance to meet, like I went to a ministry, and the school I was going to, and I ended up going towards that way. So in a sense, I guess you could say I got distracted. I didn't fulfill that, but I did get a chance to go to Haiti, and I mentioned this before. I did go to Haiti in 2009, and that for me was plenty. It was so good. I totally enjoyed it because going to Haiti was like, it was just it was everything I wanted to do, and because it was like I got there and it was a malaria outbreak. And malaria, if you learn about malaria, it's a very, very horrible thing. It's like a transforming, it's like the alien in terms of like what it can do to you and how it goes into your body and stuff like that. And anyway, so they said it was a malaria outbreak because there was a hurricane in 2008. Hurricane, very severe hurricane that left a whole country full of water pockets and, mosquitoes and stuff. So I don't know exactly how much malaria it was, but I knew I had to take like a thing called chloroquine, and it's kind of like the cousin to hydrochloroquine, and it's kind of like same was anti-parasitical. Had to take anti-parasitical, like hello, I'm going to get you. So anti-parasitical type thing. And what happens was like, as I did that, it just I always wonder if that helped preserve me during the thing, because that's, even though it's been like 10 years or more so than that. I mean, I went there 2008, 2009. So 2018 would be 9 years, right? And so 2020 would be um it'd be 11 years. And so if it's still in my system, the whole chloroquine, then I'd have natural, or I guess my body assimilated, because I was there for 8 days having to take it before. So when you go to a country that has, malaria, you have to take the stuff before and after, right? And so take it before you go, so your body gets accustomed to it, so it's in your system. And you take it for 2 weeks after when you come back, so that if anything got into you, it'll be destroyed. It's pretty interesting stuff. Let's see. Yes, no, Juju in Sky Flower. Juju in Sky Flower. Juju in Sky Flower. No, Juju in Sky. Oh, that was it. That was it. So it wasn't them. Wow. See, that what it was. I didn't get a chance to. I saw the movie like partially. Okay, that movie, and had to I have to watch it again. I have to rent it again and watch it, or something, watch it on YouTube or something, because it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, I really like the whole medical industry in terms of like, what it can do. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. And what it can do. Sorry about that. And so what happened was like what it can do when they help people for real, but not so much when I don't help people for real. But anyway, so what ended up happening was I my mom she had gotten cancer, and when she got cancer, it kind of swayed me a little differently, So, but in the meantime, though, I learned a lot. So when I went to Haiti, though, it was great. I got a chance to. Haiti is an amazing place. It really is. It's changed a lot since. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, this is the bruise I got today. I was working on the sink, and I took a nice big chunk out of my skin when I skinned it on the bottom of the sink. Yep, yep. Handyman gets bruises. Handyman bruises the hand. So I'm still able to make masking tape. So yeah, so I'm able to do that. But for the most part, though, that's my thing there. It's like, I don't know if I'd turn it into an art piece, because it's only like one bruise, but still, you know. Oh, cool. Yeah. Cool stuff. My wife is just showing me some of the cool shoes that she has. Really cool stuff. So okay, so what we got 59. Oh my word, I'm running out of time. Okay, so so this is here. Got 1, 2. Got the 2 legs here. 2 legs. Haha. So we're gonna put see if we can make 2 more legs, but I might go over a little bit more over the 1 hour mark. So I'm gonna see if I can just finish up this jellyfish. So yeah, definitely. I'm gonna try and see to do more classes on the Wednesday, like more like this. But it's like I'm gonna do like a live class, a live how-to class. I'm gonna do actually on my members channel. I'm gonna do something that's really I've never done before, and I've been kind of thinking about this since I did the puppet. I'm gonna make a really cool, interesting puppet thing, because on Monday, I delivered a puppet to a request. So somebody requested a puppet to make, and this person's a dancer. Her name is Jana, and she's Jen, yeah. And so pretty much that's pretty cool, because I actually have a character called Jania. I'll tell you more about that sometime in the future, but that's one of the things. But for the most part, though, it was one of those things. I just was really just happy to get this, because what happens, like when you make art, right? You have to kind of like there's a movie, Suicide Squad, right? And they had a thing. There's a guy called Polka Dot Man, and Polka Dot Man, he had these things. He was hit with an interdimensional virus or something, and he had to like get rid of the polka dots, you know. You ever see that movie? Anyway, so with art, it's kind of like that. You have to get rid of the polka dots. You know, you have to get it out of your system so you can have new stuff. So sometimes when you make art and you have it inside and you don't let it out, it kind of like, not like it festers, but it just has to go somewhere. You have to make it. You have to get it out there, because if you don't get it out there, it's gonna be, stuck inside. All right, so you have this is the legs, right? And then, so they have this thing where they kind of bend a little bit, right? They kind of bend up a little bit, and they bend, and then they bend, and then they bend, and then they bend, and then they bend, right? And then, so it's all connected, but it's actually 5 legs, so I'm just gonna get these together, right? These legs together right here. Boom, boom, boom. So I might take a little break before I do my members channel, and because what happens is that pretty much my wife and kids just came back from they were at they went to the sports center, and so they wanted to do some basketball. And there's another place I'm going to be looking at to see if I can actually make a connection with. There's a lot of places, because what happens is, like, when you make connections with people, you get a chance to actually do some really cool stuff, get a chance to do some really cool art, and that's the thing. So pretty much, job has been really cool. The type that I work at the airport, and then being at the airport is pretty cool, because I get a chance to see airplanes, and you get to see airplanes fly away, and that's always cool. Airplanes land and fly, and that's like a modern marvel of just like ingenuity and how people work together, to get something like an airplane, off the ground. It's amazing. I think it's just like there's so many tons of machines, and have to be balanced just right in order to get this just done. So I'll make like a four-legged instead of 5, because what happens, like when you do these things, you don't have to make it exactly, you just have to make a representation there. And so this is the thing there. And so I never knew I could do this, by the way. This is something there, and I know I could do it now, but I didn't know I could do it then. Because I would have been doing this like forever. I just would have picked up a roll of tape and done it. But this came through years of everything, and I thank God for this. Just the whole aspect of it all. Thank you for all the influence that I've gotten to be able to do this and just be able to put all this stuff together. So you have that. This. And there's so many little nuances, just kind of do that. Thank you, Rachel, for the idea. Thank you so much. Also, a gummy cat for the jellyfish idea. Put the jellyfish back there in the picture. So Gummy Cat made this, and then Nami just suggested it. I like that. And I like this way I sculpt in chat. You can actually request in the future. You can request me to make something, and I could make it for you live. You can make it on live TV, on live Instagram, YouTube. So there's all that. That's the cool thing about it. You can make it all bend, a little bit more elaborate, right? Than just the. And see, it's weird my hands are doing this. That's why I can be able to talk, because if I was just like really focusing on it, I would be able to talk, and I'd be like, He'd be like, Mom, I can't speak, I'm thinking. So here's this, but it's like, so you have that with their feet, and they're like, boogie. All right, so let me see, bring it in a little bit more. Gonna bring the feet in, because when they have that, they have like that, do they have whiskers? No, I would have seen whiskers in the pictures, right? But okay, so that. These are the millions of feet right there. I'd say it represents horseshoe crabs very well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm honored to have your comment. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I wish you all the best in travels, and and everything too as well. I just as you go to your new location, much respect. Thank you so much for being an artist. It's awesome, and thank you, Rachel, for that. This is like, all right, I'm gonna pull the feet in just a little bit more, that way the feet can stay put. And then I'm gonna see if I can just kind of get that, and then I'm gonna jump over to my members class. I'm gonna actually do like some cool art. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now, that what I'm gonna do. I might show you guys a little bit afterward what I did, but to see how I'm gonna proceed on doing it, I'm gonna bring the feet in. Oh no, you see, this is the thing I always talk about. I actually did the thing I always talk about. See this right here? This is when I did the tape in such a bad way that it actually shreds like that. This is a waste of tape. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. Thank you, Amy. Gonna like that. Thank you so much. Anyone wants to give a super chat, $1, $5, $5 million? Feel free, because art art can be supported, but anything, just pretty much, if you can't give for some reason, just definitely share my channel information with other people, let people know about this, that I can do pretty much any kind of art, art with masking tape, and that's something there. So it's just like, yeah, I think I should bring his feet in just a little bit more. I'm gonna have to bring it so it doesn't go outside of the shell, so I'm gonna bring it like really in there, right there, in there. I love turning and seeing another living artist at work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Amy, for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, everybody who watched my channel tonight. This is really cool. So, all right, so let me just go ahead and showcase what I have so far. All right, so we have a horseshoe crab. I gotta probably put little eye spots here, make it better. Let me just, I guess I could mark it with the, where's the marker? They have little eye spots, but they're like right there, and then right there, and just like it. But if you put me on my belly, I look like this, and I look like this on the upside down, kind of thing. And I push myself with my tail. I'm able to flip over with the tail, and I'm able to flip over right there. Boom! That's how it does it. That's pretty cool. I just like that little eye spot. Just like, hello, I'm your friend. So there you go. So thank you, Rachel, for the idea. I'm going to fix up the feet a little bit. There's that. Don't eat me. I'm just a poor little horseshoe crab. Don't eat me, please. So anyways, that's what happened there. And then also I have this ichthyosaurus right here. And ichthyosaurus is like to eat the jellyfish, but the ichthyosaurus got eaten by the jellyfish. Today, the predator becomes the prey, or the prey becomes the predator. And so, next time I'll make somebody asked for a sea turtle, so I'm gonna probably make a sea turtle come at some point, right? So there's that one. Oh, let me show you one of the redfish. I had this redfish I was working on. I think he fell behind here. This redfish. Oh, I see this redfish. Oh, the redfish. I like showing this redfish here. And this one here, I made the eyes the other day. Because what happened was, I was working on a working on a salamander, right? And I was just like, oh my word, I did that as a live video. And for some reason I can't find it, because you know how when you're trying to find something, you just can't find it because it's always gone. The thing you go, oh, here it is. So here's this one, like a little fire belly like salamander, but instead I made him into fire belly lizard, so he has the cool like markings. So I was like, you know what, this is cool. Let me just go ahead and make the same idea with the fish, but you make it reverse. So he's like, hello, I'm hiding on the side of the fish, kind of thing. But anyway, so this one here is a cool fish. This is like I like making fish. Fish are great. I like making bugs too. So here we go. So taking on the jellies. Nemo. Okay, anyway, enough of that. My friend, I want to thank you so much for watching and for being here. I really appreciate all the, just everybody who's here tonight. Definitely, I'm gonna try to do this more on Wednesday night. I'm trying to do more on Wednesday night, if I can, or I'll let you know in advance as much as possible. But this is kind of like, my thing that I totally enjoy doing, and I am just happy to be able to do this art. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my member channel a little bit. But I just want to say thank you everybody who's here. I'm gonna do something really cool and different this time with some of the art we're gonna be doing. So there you have it. I want to say thank you again. God bless you, and be back again here soon. I'm gonna show you some more cool stuff. Okay. So thank you all for watching, and have a good night. Bye bye.